the opportunity came to work on a really lovely show called Baskets that ran for 4 seasons on FX, and I joined on the first season. Andrew Bird had written music for the pilot, and they had thought, maybe we can just use this pilot music for the whole season. And then they realized, oh well, we were going to do a little bit more. And then they had access to a music library, and the editors were doing amazing work with what they had, but they were really reaching a point where they needed some help. So I came in and worked on a few key moments in season 1, which led to the opportunity to work on seasons 2 through 4 as the composer. And something that was interesting about Baskets was that because they had been working with pre-composed music, the editors were just used to having options to cut in from day one, before there would be any semblance of an edit for me to work on. So, maybe in some cases that would be a problem, and you'd say, no, you need to get me a cut before I can work on it. But they were getting great results. I wasn't going to argue with their process. So what happened, and this was a really neat, just innovation by accident, which is that they would send me the scripts, and I was able to come up with some ideas and motifs and concepts before they would even start editing. So I'd get this head start, and I'll show you what, maybe I would start with a sketch that looks like this. I would just sit at the piano and work out some different ideas. Let's see, I think I have another one here. Some chords, some rhythms, some melodies. And then that would turn into, okay, I'm going to get some great musicians into a room and we're going to play this music. And just because I approached this music as an improviser, I was really interested in getting improvising musicians. So I would write out these sketches. And again, the first time I did this, I was writing one chart at a time, and it becomes very time intensive to keep track of which chart, what's the title of this tune, and what have you. And I decided, this is from season 3. By the time I got to season 3, I would just open up Sibelius and just write. I would take my sketches and I would just start writing tunes, and I wouldn't even necessarily give them names. I would just use rehearsal letters and just have some basic voice leading. By this time, I had settled on a core group of violin, mandolin, drums, bass. Sometimes I would add cello. Sometimes I would do an additional string section. But really, the mandolin was the voice of the show in my mind. So that most of the melodic ideas I was writing for mandolin. And, you might see notes of like a possible title or an episode that it might be applicable. But, at this point, it's just very general. I'm just thinking, these are some things that feel like they relate to the themes of what we're dealing with this season and what the characters are experiencing.